Hey guys, um, today we'll show you the basics of Pycharm. Pycharm is an integrated development environment built in built for Python, and it's very useful, intelligent environment. For me, I prefer Pycharm because I've been using Pycharm for a couple of years now, or more than 2 years in my work, and it's very useful if I have a problem on debugging. I can use other environment or other tools for Python, but when it comes to debugging, I always open my PyCharm and see and solve my problem. Now you can, assuming that you already have a project created, to see the tutorial about creating a project, it would not be covered here. It will be covered in my other videos. But today we'll show you the basic of knowing the what's in PyCharm. When you open a PyCharm and you already have a window created, what's in there? This is what you see. You have multiple small windows. So first, in your bottom left, you see Python console. This is well, this is your Python console. When you um, write your line of code in your Python, you'd see an immediate output. For example, print hello world. You hit enter, you'll see printed out hello world. And then on your left, you'll see a variable window. Later on, I'll show you how this window is very useful, especially when it comes to debugging and exploring about but variables or objects that you've just created. And then in the bigger window here or wider window, you see your editor. This is where your script will be written. So when you write program, you write your codes here, and then you'll see multiple scripts here open. You can just switch back and forth. You can switch to other tabs. Uh, for now, this is an example that I'm trying to write a few script about API connector, but then I've not finished it. I haven't finished it yet, and then this is an ongoing project. Here in your left window is a small window for exploration of your data, what's inside your project, the data structure, no, the directory structure, what's inside the directories available. So you have, for example, here, uh, I can see my other scripts here. So this is also very useful when you want to find easily find your other scripts. Now, as I mentioned or earlier, that I would like to show how this variable window works. So, as an example, I'll use pandas. Pandas is a package in Python for data structure, which is very useful for data structuring and data manipulation. If you're familiar with NumPy, this Pandas is built on top of NumPy to be more friendly, how do you call it? User-friendly package. So when you import Pandas as PD, so in Pandas if you use Pandas you have to be familiar with the object name DataFrame. DataFrame is like when you create your data frame, you create more like a table structure of your data. So if you're familiar with Excel and you have a table-like structure that's in Python, you can also do that in Pandas. So we will initiate a data frame, we call it df is equal to pd. Then it will give you suggestions of the available objects in pandas or any other objects in Python. Here we have data frame here, you see, and then you can. How. That's why this IDE is very useful because it will give me suggestions on the available functions and classes. So you can tab and then open close parenthesis. Now it will give you or show you the parameters and data. You can actually just leave it none or empty list, but uh, for uh, for now we'll give two data points, 1 and 2, and then index. Well, we can just leave it none since we have two points. It will just give us 0 and 1 for index. You will see later on. You can name the columns into num, and this is your header and the name of your column. And then you can hit enter. You can, if you want to see your data frame, you can actually just put the F there, and it will show print out the data frame you just created. Here we can see the index 0 and 1, your header name, the num, and then your data points 1 and 2. Then if you turn to your right window here, you will see the variable window. This is very useful, as I mentioned earlier, that you can see what the properties, what properties your object that you just created. These are the available properties, and you can explore later. You can just explore it more like the data, you can explore the series, the values, and so on. So you can actually view the data frame, and it would pop up a new window, and you see more like a table-like structure of the object that you just created. And you see the index here 0 and 1, your data points 1 and 2, your header name none. So you can just close it. So that's it, guys. That's the basic of Pycharm. And let me know in your comments what other topics you would like to know about Python and data science in general, or what other tutorials you want me to do that is related to Python or um, PyCharm. So don't forget to hit subscribe to my channel and follow my channel. Check out my other videos and tutorial of Python. So that's it for today, and thank you. And